and on their stream today, they were just everybody was asking, why the fuck did you do this? Because it's not fun, it's confusing, and it homogenizes every fucking gameplay.
Is it consecutive?
And they were just like, well, they were just like, I don't know, a lot of people seem to like it, some people don't seem to like it, but we're listening. I'm just like, are you, what? How high are you right now? Just how high? How high do you even have to be?
I know some people would want it. Also, is it consecutive, or does it have to be all done in one game?
All done in one. So basically, the way that it works is that when you put somebody on a hook, you get one killer goal. When they struggle off, you get one more killer goal.
Whoa!
When they die on the hook, they get you get 2 killer goals.
Why do they have to escape for you to get a killer goal?
And the way it works is that if you get 8 killer goals or fewer, you do not rank up. 9 is and 9 you get 1 rank up, and if you get 16, you get 2 ranks up. So you actually don't have to worry about them like struggling off the hook unless you want to get 2 pips in one match, which basically never happened under the old situation anyway. But effectively, if people don't die on the hooks, you're going to rank down, which is not okay. You know, I mean, that's just the way it used to work. You could have a whole lot of fun chasing people around, Scooby-Dooing like crazy, and everybody would still rank up. It would be a good game. Everybody would have fun. It'd be exciting, whatever. Now it outright incentivizes people to just put some dude on the hook and base camp them until they die.
But why do you get points if they're escaping? That's really dumb. Sorry.
You'd have to ask them. I could put it in a really limp-wristed gameplay setup. I could put it in an even more limp-wristed lore setup.
Hold on.
And it would not make any sense either way. It wouldn't be a satisfying explanation.
Yes, this is not translated. Also, you said limp-wristed. I was really hoping you'd just say that their development style has been real limp-dicked lately.
Also true. It seems like pretty much the only thing they do is words hard. It seems like pretty much the only thing they do is make a whole bunch of changes to help like the rank 1 wankers at this point.
Rankers?
It's just like, oh, okay, this hardcore core of our player base is who we actually need to cater to. That totally hasn't backfired. It made a totally radioactive game and community a million times.
I'm sorry, you just said radioactive, and we're playing a Japanese game.
Okay, I'm gonna make some hot chocolate.
I thought you already did that!
No, dude, I literally told you,
once
you start streaming, I'm gonna go make hot chocolate, because it calms me down and makes me stammer less.
Why didn't you do it just before the stream started?
Well, it's a good thing you're getting hot chocolate, because Imka's restless, and she's sleeping with us now.
Aww.
Too bad it's not
she
translated.
Even, like, does that thing where she has it pulled up over near her face. She sleeps like a complete dog. Does anyone actually sleep like that? I have to ask.
Man, people sleep like all sorts of things.
Oh dear.
Also...
just for anyone asking what we were talking about, we were just talking about Dead by Daylight and like the Friday the 13th game and stuff like that. Because yesterday was VAC ban day. And so, like, everybody who cheated in, like, all the VAC games got banned. So we're talking about bans and stuff in games. Alright, you can talk now, then.
No, fuck you. Colonel Hull.
No? No? You don't have anything important to say? Because, like, you know,
that they translated the cutscene names, but not the actual dialogue. So somebody sat down one day, decided, I'm just gonna translate the
It's alright, Blood Raven. He's just watching her sleep. Because, honestly, totally he has to make sure she doesn't, like, chew on the, like, the sheets or anything. Because that does seem like something Imka would do, is just, like, start chewing on everything. In her sleep,
she's so damn hungry.
He just has to sort of, like...
Mach fly!
Away from
it.
Just admit you love him, Imka. Oh man, that's a lot of icicles.
I'm sorry, crystals. I'm not crystals.
I don't know.
Chief,
I made a mistake, by the way.
I don't really give up on the amount of rage happening in Dead by Daylight because it's pretty much a constant tide.
Because it's also
the vac band people is basically like people are still posting every minute, like saying why was I banned? I never cheated, or somebody else used my account. That must be why I was banned. I only did it once. Please unban me, etc., etc., etc.
I promise I'll never do it again. Yeah, sure, buddy.
You know. Like, most people don't understand. Those people think vac banning is like, it's like you get reported and then you get banned. You know what? Like, I don't know when the Dishonored 2 LP is coming. I've done everything on my part. I'm just
Robokai is done. Our low chaos Emily player is also done. I am half done. And our high chaos Emily player is 3/4 done, but her computer blew up. So
yeah.
So we need her warranty to come through before she can finish what she's doing.
Yeah. Do you know
meanwhile, it's gonna take much longer. Like once we finish this game streaming, like I assume there's still gonna be streaming done on the Mondays or my Tuesdays, or by Wednesdays. Sorry, Tuesday. Whatever. There's still gonna be ones early, but I will probably start doing recordings of Prey, and we'll just like talk. We'll just do a bit of Prey while we wait for Dishonored 2. And then when Dishonored 2 turns up, we'll put Prey on hiatus, or we'll always have a Prey episode ready in case people can't turn up for the episodes and stuff like that. And yeah.
Yeah, I would appreciate you for that. We've actually still got a fair bit of backlog on the Seiken Densetsu 3 stuff, and I keep feeling hesitant to upload more because we are running into more and more weird problems with the game as we get towards the end. The ROM hack really doesn't appreciate not being reset every so often, and basically at this point, because we're playing over NetPlay and the battery backup doesn't work. Yeah. We've effectively had the game on for something like 19 hours at this point. So it's doing a thing, being weird.
I mean, if I really wanted to like request we inflict something terrible on everybody as a stream, I would recommend Talisman as a thing we do. Man. Because I know Loon just want to like stab it.
I bought it when it was on. It was on GOG. Oh, good one. You blew up Kurt. I bought it.
Oh my God, Kurt's! I can't believe Kurt's fucking dead.
Oh no, wait, it wasn't GOG. It was Humble Bundle. It was on Humble Bundle for like $2 one time, and I bought it thinking, hey, Robokai and a couple of my other friends do play this game, and then they just never play it again.
My thumb slipped.
Yeah. Well, I would be perfectly happy to play it. I have all the DLC, so you guys don't even. Oh, the regular Talisman. The regular Talisman has just like oodles of stuff. Like, so you don't need the, you don't particularly, like, nobody else needs any of the DLC, they just need, like, the main game. And so, yeah. There's a lot of DLC for it. There's also a lot of free DLC for it, which is kind of nice. Essentially everything that's, like, I think that was free was stuff that was, like, printed out in magazines for free. Because it was a Games Workshop game.
How are you talking about?
And, like, everything... Talisman!
Never heard of it.
Okay, Talisman is like a board game made by Games Workshop back in like I think it was like the late 70s, early 80s. And someone like a few years ago started making like a basically a video game representation of it. Pretty much exactly the same way everything works in that it works like in the game. You can play up to 6 players. Like you only need the base game. If somebody else has expansions and content, they can basically just use all that one. And it's interesting. The goal of basically the way it works is you get everybody sort of like picks a hero at the start, and you can do it like one of several ways. Make it so like everyone just draws 3 cards and one. Everybody just likes putting all the shit there. It's fine. So you pick your hero, and your hero will have like.
Here, you know what? It's a good demo actually. Watch this.
Yeah, all of these bombs. You're gonna demo gonna demo medical power. I like this. You're gonna rescue the upskirt. Yeah. So anyway, the talisman. So like your heroes have like a melee stat, a magic stat. As we could call it more an attack stat, a magic stat.
That's a shitty mod.
And gold, fate, and health. Fate lets you do rerolls for stuff. Yeah. Also, Buff Cookie can completely vouch for how terrible playing Talisman is with me because of the whole thing where I absolutely annihilate everybody's luck and then just like the entire goal of the game is basically.
RoboKai just said I annihilate everyone's luck. I don't think he needs to say anything more.
Yeah,
truthfully, it'll be like a normal night for me.
The goal of the game is to get your character strong enough through getting their stats up, getting magical items and everything, to pass all the challenges to get to the middle of the board where the Crown of Command sits. And then, when you're on the Crown of Command and if nobody else is there, like you have to fight whoever's on there, if they're on there, to like try and win the Crown of Command.
Speaking of playing games with RoboKai, I saw the Dark Messiah. I actually watched one of those multiplayer videos after like all the years.
I killed a lot of my own team with that.
Well, it wasn't just you, but the team killing in that video was legendary.
Oh, the team killing was fantastic. So many times people just like walk in
and
just, like,
Riella got jealous because Imka slept with Kurt. I remember that part.
This is stupid.
Imka has a little bit of smugness going.
Smugness or I don't understand what's actually going on.
Imka's just like, yep, I don't mind this at all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
my blackberry bushes came in today.
To basically use the Crown of Command, you have to roll a 4+ on the game's dice, and that will knock a wound off every person each round. Like you succeed on that, and you just keep doing that until everybody's dead. Because being killed by the Crown of Command is a permadeath. Now imagine somebody gets so lucky they get to the middle, while everybody else has no hope of getting there, and then proceeds to roll 2s like about 20 times in a row.
Yep, Book Thief got it in one.
Yeah, everybody else has to try. Everybody else still has to take their turns and try and do stuff. And then every time it gets to you, you roll a 2. Like it wasn't even like a 1 or a 3. It was a 2 every single time. And everybody is just, what? No, please stop. Why? Why? Make this end. It's like, no, I want to win. Keep rolling. And you know, about an hour later, about an hour or so later, I finally won the game. After being in the position to win the game for about an hour.
That sounds about right. That sounds pretty legit for you.
Yeah. Oh, it's
man.
Oh, Kurt eats apples too. I guess it makes him an asshole.
Kurt, what? Sorry?
I'm not acknowledging that. I heard you say it, and I'm choosing not to acknowledge it.
Well, it's like in every movie. If a character eats an apple, that makes him an asshole.
And also, I've come to this stream splitting an apple with Chip like 100 times.
Well, you know, I'm not wrong.
Yeah, you are. Of course, tonight I've got blackberries because my blackberry bushes came in. There was like seriously like 1.5 pounds of fresh blackberries in my backyard. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Ooh, I got some special food to eat. I will be back like as quick as I can. Sorry, this won't take long. I am a pig.
You guys are the worst.
I do this all the time.
You guys are the fucking worst. You guys are lame.
I just realized I'm going Super Saiyan for no reason in the snow. What the fuck?
I saw her pull out a knife and then she went Super Saiyan, and I was just like, this is probably normal. This is probably fine.
Oh, I forgot to Google this. I'm gonna Google that right
Seriously,
now because
dude,
it's
you
very
don't
obscure.
You don't like blackberries. We tried this.
Oh yeah, it's an ancient Roman rank, Tyrone.
Tyro?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. I didn't even know that actually.
It's very obscure. It's obviously not used anywhere in modern military. I had to Google that again. I forgot to Google it. Anyway, this is the one mission where if I'm lucky, a gunner will actually be able to make a normal attack and be useful. We'll see if that actually happens though.
Once in a blue moon. Oh man, good stuff. Good stuff.
I don't even know if I need this.
Wow, you actually ate your blackberry? That's a surprise. Did you have more than one gunner for once? I was a little bit distracted and wasn't paying attention.
Edie and Jan.
Oh, that's right. You said they were joining up this chapter. I forgot.
Not this chapter. I had them all the time. We got.
Okay, well, then I missed something for like 5 streams. That's not really a surprise, though. Level 5. What does level 5 do for people?
Increases effective range of guns.
So, effectively nothing.
Layla's gun has 300 range, outranging all scout rifles. That gives it 375 range, making it one of the furthest reaching weapons in the entire game.
So, remind me, does the effective range change like that absolutely weird damage drop-off this game has?
It means I can shoot farther.
That doesn't really answer my question.
You know what else answers your question? That I just missed 4 bullets.
Didn't look like you missed. I mean, you killed... Oh, that time. It looked like you missed. Holy buckets. Took me a minute for the stream to catch up.
You know what? That's fucking Robokai's fault. That is absolutely.
I kind of was. I mean, you had it. You had it too. Every one of those bullets went wide to the left. It wasn't even your fault. Normally, I would troll you for it, but it wasn't your fault.
Sweet.
Mm. Blackberries are good.
Anyway, I know where the ace is. He's down the street and around the corner. He's just gonna camp there.
My butt and around the corner.
He's just gonna chill out there though, so I'm not worried about him.
Yeah, Loon has a real tendency to try to nail 2 dudes at once. Yeah, I said it. I'm not sorry.
What is there to be sorry about? Ooh.
Oh, that's the ace. No, that's just a sniper elite. I should really go back and play some of those games. Like, I never even finished Zombie Army Trilogy. Zombie Army Trilogy is like the Diet Coke of sniper elite games. You ever play any of those games, Loon?
No.
Missing out, at least, on Sniper Elite 3 and 4. From what I understand, 1 and 2 are immensely skippable. Zombie Army Trilogy is effectively a more fun Sniper Elite 1 and 2. Oh, man, this is good. Yeah, the Zombie Army Trilogy is kinda weird. I mean, it's effectively a shooting gallery, but I remember one person I tried to get into it, and she played it for about an hour, and was like, "This game is altogether too neon for me to handle," and I could not tell her she was wrong. It is so visually aggressive; it's hysterical. Tallow, yes, that is exactly what happened. Eleanor is completely ridiculous when it comes to blasting tanks with a sniper rifle.
Oh, so here's the thing they do on this map, right there.
Oh, so there's a bunch of reinforcements that show up every turn?
Every turn, 6 guys will spawn there.
6 dudes! It's an entire clown car!
It's kind of cute, actually.
This is what you were talking about when you said a gunner might actually be useful.
Well, to make a normal attack.
Yeah, because all of a sudden all of the bullets they spit out are actually useful. Got it.
Well,
triple kill, not bad.
It's Layla, so.
Book Thief. To answer your question, I'm sure you remember all of the fogging that goes on in Sniper Elite. Excuse me, goodness. The fogging that goes on with regard to just like all of the damned parts of Berlin or whatever, and so they make all of this fog and then they paint it like bright green or flame red or something like that. The contrast is so incredibly disconcerting that my friend just couldn't play it. She was just like, no, I like first-person shooters, but this is making me ill.
This music, Carissa's face. Perfect combo.
I need to hear this music.
Oh, damn it. Well, that's not gonna work out.
So did we win?
We're winning. It's not a problem.
We won?
Tello, that is
that guy around.
That is the...
I was trying to push him into the flamethrower. It didn't work.
Homage. That's the homage to Carissa and her potential for foul mouth, which triggers all the goddamn time because
it's because she gets shot at.
Take damage. Yeah.
When the tank gets shot at, it increases her damage.
She just starts
very
swearing
important.
like crazy.
It's really important to have.
Everybody loves her for this.
Everybody loves the foul-mouthed, sassy, gold-digging war veteran.
I was gonna say, you need to put war, like gold-digging or mercantilistic or anarcho-capitalist or some other...
No, she needs roads. She understands that she needs roads. To drive the tank down. That's the only way she's not an anarcho-capitalist, is because when someone mentions roads, she doesn't freak out.
That is important, though. I mean, it makes her substantially more tolerable than most anarcho-capitalists.
These guys trying to kill Layla.
Now you choose your favorite national anthem as I move in to do this.
Oh my
God,
they're all just...
He was saying this while you were grabbing dinner. This is basically this level's gimmick. That's Hail to the Chief! That's not a national anthem of anything!
I've just said sing an anthem.
Pusher.
This is
fun.
Sure that. This is fun. I like this. It's like a firing squad right here, except it's one man.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that went into firing squad territory right there.
Well, when you have a big-ass armored Gatling gun, it kind of doesn't matter, does it?
Yo, what does Lung Pusher do?
Defense and evasion are increased. Big whoop.
Okay.
Right
in the Valkyria Chronicles.
If anyone's gonna be pushing their luck, it would be Cedric.
Yeah, that's some fucking bullshit right there.
What we need here is the fake concern trolling commercials from Geico now, because he was racist against Neanderthal.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm just thinking of fuck you, Baltimore, and just have that replayed in my head over that guy doing that.
I really need to read that one.
I'm not reading it. It's just one of my favorite videos of all time. Oh no. I did not see this coming, actually. Just remember, I skipped over this.
Is she about to... Oh god. No!
No, we're at the beach again! Oh
no! Wait. Imka could find an octopus again.
Rotting from the inside hell.
This is like, why are we back at the beach? I don't know! Why are we ever back at the beach?
Let's just read any of this text. I imagine it would give us a paper-thin explanation. Not that I'm interested in hearing it.
Jeez.
Storming the beach.
You know what? I'm tempted to go load up Escape Hell right now and play that instead while this is going on. It would be substantially less.
Well, Carissa's here. I'm happy about that.
For those that didn't get that particular reference, Escape from Hell is some like tongue-in-cheek comedic DOS game from frickin' 1989 or some bullshit. It's a very bad game.
Yeah.
No, Riella wouldn't hit Kurt. That was absolutely Imka.
Warming up.
I wish I could understand what Carissa was saying.
I'm glad I can't.
I would like it if Varela actually like wore like a swimsuit that made it look like she was actually like wearing a swimsuit rather than like that.
Well, I read the art book and they wanted to show off her obviously glamorous body, so. I just want everyone to know this guy's name right here, and
The sick. Damn, son.
Anyway, I have a save game where I did all this, so I'm just
gonna. So we have to kill Kavua with Imka.
Clearly, that just
while malnutrition is activated.
No.
No. Okay.
I get the weapons you get from doing that are a pretty good scout rifle. I gave it to Amy, and
if I was
just a bunch of fucking fencer weapons. So it's time to get back to the regular scheduled thing.
Regular scheduled insanity. Number 1 is restless. Why are you doing this? What are you doing? Of course you are, motherfucker. I'm done. Actually, I'm gonna go find a game. It's gotta be on go.
Bark.
Oh, scared.
I'm just gonna drop you from the call if you start doing something else.
Wow, Home of the Underdogs is actually still up. How the hell? Okay. Okay. Where to get it? Oh.
Sorry, I always like this sequence anyway, just for like when he just does that to Imka and she decks him.
Go play in your browser.
Oh, that just happened. Alright, it's time for the clash at Naggiar. A joyful reunion. Welcome and Alicia in this picture.
Go die is still the best response to a compliment I've ever seen.
Oh, excuse me.
That was well played, man. Well played. Oh yeah, this is right. Now that we've had our beach episode nonsense, we get to do this now. We get to.
You can see so far, she says, in a dense forest.
Well, that's probably sitting at the
far,
edge.
She says, completely missing the enemy units. Oh wait, no, it's not enemy units.
Put your hands on your head. Shoot! Don't yell shoot if someone's pointing a gun at you. Like that's the wrong thing
that
to
is
yell.
kind of the.
You know what else is the wrong thing to say is if someone's beating you up, don't say knock it off.
That's basically what Julius did in Friday the 13th Part 8. He was trying to beat up Jason, and he wore himself out, so he says, take your best shot, MFer. And so Jason does, and knocks his head off.
Is that where that kill came from, where he just punches the head off? Because it's pretty much... that is objectively the best kill in the game.
That's a direct reference to Friday the 13th Part 8, Julius' death.
It's just so unceremonious.
It's also, like, mechanically the best, simply because it's the shortest...
yes, that's also what I'm getting at. It's efficient.
Yeah. The shortest animation, so if you've got to kill and run.
Hold on.
Yeah.
There's where we get
You're
sad.
stepping in it.
She left the squadron.
Awkward. Okay, so she's seeing through this. Yeah.
And this line here just makes it even more sad than it could have been.
Do you think she'll hear a rifle salute? Damn! Perceptive girl.
Welkin's bad at hiding things.
He's not a fantastic liar.
There is a sound effect.
The manly tier set up right here.
I suppose they just, you know, they're still trying to deal with it. See, like it's funny. You would think Imka being the one who rolls around in the ground eating dirt is like dumb as a rock, but she's way more perceptive than everyone gives her credit for. It's just the fact that the sort of thing she just usually doesn't give a hoot about.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like Darks and Independence. Just tell Dahao's just like, you know, I'm trying to do this thing, and Imka's like, oh, I don't give a shit. It's still the best thing there, though.
Blimlin, we only wish it did.
Procedure. Damn, that would take some doing.
It would, as a matter of fact. It's something that I've thought about trying to articulate from time to time, though. And there is a little bit of precedent. Sid Meier's Covert Action kind of did that. Of course, Sid Meier hates that game, so...
Nice Covert Action. Sorry, you just reminded me the time I guest starred on a few episodes of that.
Yeah, we both did, and
my luck vampirism kicked in, and
it was great. That was the best episode of that like 80 episode thing, however the fuck long it was. The ones where you were guesting and everything went wrong.
Well, to be fair, the second episode he called a mastermind, and they said, "Do you want to go for one more?" And I said, "You know this is going to go badly for you, but I'll stick around for sure."
Yeah,
it went so badly for him. This has never happened to me ever playing this game before. I think was one of the things that was said. I think it was like he screwed up and somebody escaped on him. It was just like.
That was Circle Master. To answer your question,
I feel so bad.
Let me see if I can dig those up real quick. I think he archived
get his YouTube channel at the very least. Like,
yeah, I think he put on the LP archive as well.
It's an alright game, but it can be pretty.
Ow!
Misbalanced sequence and the information gathering sequences and stuff.
Well, that just happened. Fucking bunkers.
Oh, nuts.
Good thing I've got the answer to that level of bullshit right here.
Excuse me. Here we go. I got it. That's the first one for
I don't even.
Yeah, that Circle Master was hanging with Robokai, and he hangs out with him for case 47, 48, and 49.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good 3 episodes, about 3 hours. And Blimlin, yes, let me put our YouTube channel's email in here for you. It's just. There you go. If you have any clips or whatever that you think are awesome, I certainly am not the best judge of that from time to time. My taste can be really weird. So if you have something you think is awesome, absolutely feel free to send it out to us. It'd be nice to get something besides those stupid emails from people wanting us to join their damn channel network.
We still get those.
Yeah, we still get those. We don't get as many as we used to because YouTube has made it more and more awkward for those sorts of affiliate networks to operate.
Yeah, it's a lot more difficult for them to get that thing going.
Mm-hmm. Oh man,
Yeah,
we still get a fair bit of it, and it pisses me off every time we get one.
Still not working, apparently.
Are any of them they're all mostly just spam mails? Because I remember we got one once, and it was a guy. We were talking about that earlier, Buck. We were talking about the joys of Backband. But earlier there was a that turret placement is just not dying.
They're mostly spam emails to answer your the question I believe you're about to ask.
Yeah, because we got one guy that was like we thought it was a spam thing, and then he tried to do a follow up. It was like, hey, did you guys get my thing? And it was just like, no, I'm still not replying to you. I'm not turning your fucking head.
Yeah, he actually referenced a couple of our videos, so it was obvious that he had actually looked at the things that we do and how we rolled, instead of simply saying, hey, these guys are over whatever arbitrary subscriber level.
It wasn't even like that many, to be honest. Whatever.
Yeah, you know, that was back at the time we had probably about 2,500 subscribers or something like that, which, you know, yeah, it's absolutely not going to set the world on fire, but we're still in the top, like, I think at the time when I looked it up, we were in the top like 20% of all YouTube people, because most people they publish some crap and then never follow up.
Never go back.
Yeah, they never do anything even remotely interesting with their stuff. They don't take it seriously. They don't listen to people. They don't talk to people. Whatever.
That's cool. It doesn't have
Fine
to
by
be,
me.
you know.
It's not for everybody. Content creation isn't easy.
Sorry,
I had to get rid of that bullshit. Destroyer Yama. We gotta defeat Lydia and Gooserg are on the field. We gotta take them out. Oh, and there's poison. Oh, and even worse, there's poison gas deployed on this field.
Oh, don't you have a poison gas disperser?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so no problems. You win.
No, I don't really.
Gas.
How dare you? How dare you countenance me?
Detox unit. Sure, why not?
Yeah. You gotta untox the poison gaps.
Sure, Robo.
We'll call it that.
Sure. Wait, there's no flag there.
I'm just finally glad that we're actually seeing poison gas used during like a big trench warfare battle, like it's supposed to.
Where it would actually be effective.
Yeah, you know, as opposed to like just like trying to gas your own citadel as you're running away from it. Or, you know, trying to gas an entire village of people.
It's a detox unit, not a disperser.
Yeah, it's the detox. I think.
Oh, and just FYI, it does not affect the enemy at all.
Or should
They've got gas masks that aren't visible on their models.
Well, there's Destroyer Yama. He's a sniper.
It would really be better if that cat's name was Yama Destroyer rather than Destroyer Yama.
It's a gas.
Yama is just mountain, so if you called him Yama Destroyer, he would be Mountain Destroyer, which would actually own. That would be a great epithet.
Man, that sure is some poison.
Now you said gas, and I can only think about that one ridiculous song from who the hell was that? Manuel. This frickin' ridiculous song. Moon, you remember this one because it was on the Doom mod that had the frickin' motorcycle on it.
Why am I stuck here? What is this shit?
Just to suffer.
Yeah, it's the most Initial D of Initial D music. Wow, did that dude just ducked a flamethrower by being a little bit too close to the tank?
Well, he also evaded, which... Yeah,
oh, how could you tell?
Because I saw the little pop-up text.
Oh, okay.
Evaded.
Oh, man. Whoops.
Yeah, I suppose those Calamity Raven helmets would conceivably serve as gas masks if they needed to. I guess, maybe, probably not. I don't know.
That's honestly what this should be doing. Is just like everybody has.
It's a pretty good hand wave, at least.
I suppose all of the Empire helmets could ostensibly have just pretty much put in a visor. Visor with a filter. Done.
Oh, here's the new gun that I got for Amy. Right here. You'll see it in a second.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
It's got the highest normal range on scout rifles.
I'm looking forward to that.
I think it looks like a Phantasy Star weapon. It's called Regen, R-E-G-E-N, but I don't know if that's like...
That thing is something else. I'm not sure what it is, but it's not normal.
It's adorable. It's an adorable little gun. It's fine.
Adorable, he says. Pretty sure that thing could kill a man just from the weight of falling on it. That thing is an OSHA hazard just by existing.
Well, no one said war was OSHA compliant.
Hey, dude, they are affected by the poison gas. I can totally see that. They're walking around.
Oh yeah, they are too.
Killing
They
their
are,
health.
I guess, losing their health as they move.
Oh, well, I was just really thinking of the mortars, I guess. The poison is so rare.
Yeah. Yeah, it is much more minor than I thought it was going to be.
That makes everything that's happening here even stupider. Why would you willingly fight in poison gas without any way to stop it? Like, at least our dudes have equipment that lets you stop that. Why would you willingly do that?
I'm pretty sure there would be a massive mutiny on that one. They're just like, hey, go into that poison gas and kill the enemy. It's just like, you fucking won't, mate.
Be like, don't worry, guys.
I'll bash your fucking head in, mate. I will.
We've got our dogs in pride to protect us from poison gas attacks.
I like how you sound
like swear me one, I'll bash your fucking head in.
Ooh, lucky.
You what, mate?
Oh, I'm also gonna do this because...
Hey.
No, I can't do that. Never mind.
You're having a giggle.
Man, crossing this field's gonna be a bitch.
Looks like it.
This is always the worst part of this map, is this long, narrow corridor that the enemy always has the advantage in.
Yeah, particularly because you can't get too close to those cats. They're getting bombarded by enemy mortars, and they just don't care.
Fortunately the mortar fire is disabled on this one instance of this map.
Oh, thank God.
Which is like the constant effect of me getting shelled, but the enemy is never affected by it under any circumstance.
Are you sure? I mean, it literally put up that
that's different. That's actually artillery fire.
And said,
There's
hey, it's about to fire some mortars.
That's not the same thing, no. And I'm...
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'm confused as hell, but I'll take your word for it. XCOM 2 mods are kind of a gift to humanity, honestly. Like, I knew I was going to have an amazing time when Sparks came out, because it was only a matter of time before people started uploading like War for Cybertron voice packs. Sure enough, within 36 hours, I had both Optimus Prime and Megatron on my team. It owned everything about it.
Yeah, Starscream came out first too, I think. Like Starscream.
Yeah,
was,
Starscream actually came out before Megatron. You're right.
I think it was basically it came out an hour later. Starscream. Someone had been sitting on that, waiting.
So good.
And they tested it just low enough. They played it just low enough to test to make sure it worked in the game, and then they rolled with it.
That's what I would have done. I never quite got comfortable with the development tools, though.
I swear to God, if one of these next two people does that. You know what? I swore and it happened and it did. I did. Yeah. Don't care. Yeah, this is ridiculous. For every person that dies, one person also seems to be evading. I'm getting really sick of that pattern right now.
Jay Saru, yes, actually. What you run into in terms of XCOM load times is that it has to load all of the resources that it's going to need for a specific mission or whatever, right? And due to the way voice packs are packaged in the game, they're not compressed. They're all just waves, which makes a lot of sense for quality or whatever. But if you have like 18 voice packs, that's literal gigabytes of data.
Yeah, I'm thinking when I get like my next machine, because I'm gonna get a solid state drive. I think XCOM 2 is going to be one of the games I think that will be on the solid state drive.
You need it to be. Love that game, but anytime you go modding it, you need a beefy effing computer.
Yeah, that and the Total Warhammer games, because the loading times on those are getting a bit ridiculous too.
Man, I had I borrowed a solid state game or computer from one of my friends to try to play Shogun 2, and the loading times are still absurd.
Wow, really? That's a good one.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely bizarre.
Well, it's gonna happen. So probably around August. I'm gonna get all the things for my computer set up.
Yeah, that'll
be nice.
I'm gonna need to pretty soon, just because I'm gonna need a new machine to develop on before too much longer. Well, a good gaming machine is just a good development machine with a decent video card.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm so
Dishonored 2 is going to be Dishonored 2 recording for that kind of proved to me that it was sort of just getting to the point where you know, like a current generation game.
How many times have I blown up this tank?
Oh, infinity. But like Dishonored 2 wasn't well optimized.
Sorry, Lydia, you are not Layla.
Is such a dokey looking tank.
She tries to take herself so seriously.
No, my new machine will only be double monitor. I actually have 2 monitors. It's really, really handy for editing videos and stuff. Because I basically have the video on the second screen, and everything else on like all the editing stuff on the main screen, so I can just sort of do the stuff, and then just sort of turn and look and see if it's all working when I test it. It's really, really handy. It's probably one of the best investments I ever made.
Best investment I made on my current machine was just a ridiculous amount of RAM. I've got freaking 64 gigabytes of RAM on this thing, and I have never had cause to regret that.
Yeah, that's a lot. I think I'm gonna, like, when I get mine built, I'm gonna see if I can't get something ridiculous as well. Like I've seen a few.
Yeah, it's one of the words hard. It's one of the I just completely lost my entire train of thought because I got derailed by that fucking tuba.
Yay, tuba! Yeah.
Right.
Oh, there she goes.
Later, Lydia.
I've got such bad luck. You're just really, really awful at your job. Let's be real here.
I mean, she could help her situation by not hanging out right in the.
Well, he was aiming. He was aiming at a Valkyria, so.
Yeah, he was actually doing his job. Nice work.
And he's also positioned reasonably well since he's, you know, across the freaking map.
Positioned well to deal with the Lancer, maybe. Not positioned well to deal with.
Yeah, he is positioned in a spot where it would take way too long to get a Lancer around there. His radiator is facing a corner of the map that he's also covering the camp as well. He is not going to move. But I have Eleanor, so we're just gonna do that.
Exactly.
Eleanor is just straight out wall hack at this point, so I can't blame him for not setting up on that one.
Book Thief wants to know why any semi to full Nazi is like going to be having skimpy dressed female second in command assistants. I always say, Book Thief, you clearly haven't seen Nazi uniform fetishists before, because that's actually a really tame outfit Lydia's got on.
Yeah, hers is.
It's not even made of latex. It's not even made of latex.
It does. It also like bulks out her form a fair bit to make her look more authoritative, as opposed to form fitting her to make her look more sculpted.
Yep. You see, if it hadn't been for DLC, Gusark would have won that battle.
No, he wouldn't have. I just have run MCUP behind him.
Lydia, these guys are good. Fuck.
Did you really fight with them before? You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I don't know where the extra edition which we're playing, which is like Valkyria Chronicles E2. It packages some DLC with it, like, you know, Kurt Irving's first battle, Imka's Restless thing. I don't really know where the actual paid DLC begins, because I don't know where all these really powerful weapons technically come from, and if they're actually part of the main game or not that you can reasonably buy and officially have. Because, you know, this game doesn't have any documentation in English, so how am I supposed to know that? I just have really powerful guns, and I like them.
Lydia's a little all over the place in that scene.
I try to kill everybody in these maps just to make it that much more interesting.
That much more murderous.
You know, in VC1, like, even, like, I think I only ended up with, like, a good under 1,000 kills for the whole game. But I'm like, this game, killing thousands of people, like, every 5 chapters. It's kind of crazy.
Are you? I'm not keeping track.
Don't worry, the game does for me.
I'm glad it's, glad it's doing its job then, I suppose.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Imka's got Hawkeyes.
You know, there's some good music playing right now.
It's our old buddy.
Leon, now.
Oh, so Varad actually told this cat about him.
Tap, 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 tap. Everyone listen up. We're gonna go fuck Calamity Craven up. Thanks, RoboKai. That's what you said last time.
Yeah. I call them something different quite often.
No, that was the only time. Well, first off, it was Calamity Raven, which was just kind of there, but then Calamity Craven because someone had a brain fart along the line.
And then there's Crammed Tree Maven.
What are you linking?